You're going to start by cutting up a piece of day-old French bread. This might have been 2 to 3 days old, so it was a little harder to cut. And you're just going to cut it to your liking. You can cut it as big or as little as you like. Then you're going to need 4 whisked eggs. Add about 2 cups of milk, a couple of tablespoons of maple syrup, some cinnamon, and some vanilla. Give your baking dish a spray, then you're going to add your bread and the milk mixture and let this sit for 20 minutes on the counter, or you can do it the night before and just let it sit in the fridge overnight. When you are ready to bake, add 1 sliced peach, then melt a couple of tablespoons of butter, then add a couple of tablespoons of maple syrup and some cinnamon and just drizzle it over the French toast. Cover your French toast with aluminum foil and bake in the oven at 375 degrees for about 20 minutes. Remove the aluminum foil and bake it for another 15 minutes and then add some powdered sugar if you like, and that is breakfast. Start with 3/4 cups of milk of choice, 1 frozen banana, 1 packet of acai, a half a cup of frozen mango, a half a cup of frozen cauliflower, some hemp seeds and bee pollen, and blend until smooth. Start by slicing your sweet potato lengthwise at about 1/4 inch thick, then lay it flat, and now you're going to cut it again lengthwise to about 4 to 6 fries. Depending on how large it is, it should look like this. Then add it into a bowl, add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, a couple of tablespoons of cornstarch, and some seasoning like salt, garlic powder, pepper, or whatever you like. Toss it together. Place them on a parchment paper lined sheet pan, then you're going to bake them at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Flip, then bake for another 20 minutes. Here we have 1 pound of ground chicken, and I'm just dividing it into 4 patties. Wet your hands with a little bit of water if it gets too sticky, and then we're just going to season it with whatever seasonings that you like. Here I'm just using salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. Add some oil to a hot pan, and we're going to cook this for about 5 minutes on each side until it is completely done. And now add some cheese. Here I'm just using some freshly grated medium cheddar cheese. Add a little bit of butter, and then we're going to toast our bread. Once the cheese has melted, it is ready, and here is the remainder of their lunch. They're having their sweet potato fries, ketchup, snap peas, some carrots, and their cheddar chicken burgers. For the lemongrass chicken, you'll need some lemongrass, and this is what it looks like. And you also need some shallot, garlic, brown sugar, lime juice, soy sauce, fish sauce, and we're just going to blend this until smooth. Here I am using boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and you can marinate this overnight, but definitely for at least a couple of hours. For the rice noodles, this is the brand that I'm using. Just cook per box directions and make sure that you drain it and rinse it with cold water. For the first dipping sauce, here you'll need some soy sauce, hoisin sauce, some sugar, and some sesame oil, and just whisk it together. Make sure you taste it and add whatever you think it needs. For the spicy dipping sauce, here I have some sugar, warm water, lime juice, a couple of tablespoons of rice vinegar, some fish sauce, garlic, and some chili. And now it's time to cook the chicken. Add a couple of tablespoons of oil into your pan and cook this chicken until it is done, about 6 minutes on each side. And then this is optional. We're just going to broil this in the oven for about 3 to 5 minutes, and you can baste it with the remainder of the marinade. And here's what we had for dinner. You're going to start with 2 3/4 cups of milk. 3 egg yolks, a half a cup of maple syrup, 4 tablespoons of cornstarch, and just keep whisking this until it is thick. Make sure that it is on low heat. You don't want it to burn. After about 15 to 20 minutes, add 3 tablespoons of cold butter, about a tablespoon of vanilla extract, and you're just gonna keep whisking and you are pretty much done. Make sure that it has come to a room temperature before you store it in the fridge. And here's the final result. I just added some vanilla wafers. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will see you next time. Bye!